Welcome to Jane Plays Magic. Today we're going to be playing some Arena. We're going to be grinding some Standard. We're going to be kicking some butt with Valgavoth. We are in Platinum now, so everything is much harder, the grind is much more difficult, and it's really fun. So, my tweet went live. I posted a story on Twitch. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get some more people in here watching, but I'm really excited to be playing with y'all today. Thank you so much for showing up. Hi, my two most loyal viewers, Ringo and Shell. Nice to see you. So today we're doing some very exciting stuff. We have just about enough for a Bloomburrow draft, so we're going to be doing that in the second half. But yeah, the first half of today, we're going to be doing the Spine Tingler. So I made some serious edits to the deck, even just since last week, since we played it. So as you can see, I added in a bunch of artifacts just for some interesting stuff. I put a Liliana of the Veil in there. We're playing with a Planeswalker now. And this is all sort of in an attempt to get better and faster Delirium triggers for some of my Delirium stuff. And just to huck more stuff in the graveyard, because that's this whole deck. I actually considered going above 60 cards for this deck, which is the first time I've ever done that, just because it hucks stuff in the graveyard so fast. So you'll see what I'm talking about when we start playing. But I want to make sure my chat's working. Hi. Ooh, I can see you. I can see you chatting. I put a lot of effort into my Twitch since last week, too. So if you go to like my Twitch about page and stuff, all of the links work now, and there's little like nice blurbs on everything. So yeah, it's working out pretty nicely. The Discord is still not working yet, but you know, we'll get that next week. 1 week at a time. But this week we've been prepping for MagicCon, which is my third big thing that I want to talk about, which is the freaking convention that's coming into town next week. So if you're going to be in town for that, make sure you look me up, say hi. We could get a game in or something. And I'm going to be there the whole time. I'm going to show up in cosplay. So if you find me, take a picture, you know, post it on the internet. But it's going to be really fun. And then they just announced that they're going to do MagicCon again next year in Las Vegas. So, of course, I will be here. I'm going to hopefully try and come to some of the other MagicCons too, but, you know, it's expensive. We will see. Okay, before we get started playing, I had one more thing I wanted to talk to you about too, which is very exciting, which is that I got to go to my Friday Night Magic last night. I did a draft, and I played Arabella. It's white and red. And it's a legendary artifact from Duxmorn. When it attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. So my whole goal was just to get a bunch of creatures out and then just attack with Arabella. And I drafted with this in mind, this only thing in mind. And then I got to play her one time in all of the games. I just never drew her. So it was really fun, but I still haven't really played Arabella a whole lot, and I think I'm going to make maybe a commander deck out of her, which will be horrible and evil. So if you have any creatures with power 2 or less that you want to recommend for a white and red deck, what is that, Boros, white and red? We're going to be doing that too. Alright, y'all, it's time to summon a demon. Are you ready? We're in Platinum, so all my matchups are really hard, so we're going to be losing a lot today also. And that's part of the fun of it. Standard ranked, the Spine Tingler. I'm really excited for you to see the artifacts that I put in, because I put in some strange ones that I had never heard of. A bunch of stuff from Ixalan and stuff like that. And they're kind of maybe really niche and not good unless you specifically, in this instance, want to throw everything into your graveyard. So I don't know if it's going to be a bunch of stuff that maybe people haven't seen or haven't heard of. But it should be really fun. I've had, like, a hell of a time playing it. I think it's maybe my favorite deck that I've built in a long time. And I'm quite pleased with it. Okay, chat's all still working. Very nice to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Let's kick some ass. I am so ready. So I went to play a little practice game before I hopped on stream. And, I immediately got toxic to death, so we'll see how this goes. It's going slow. Having a hard time finding me that matchup. Alright, here we go. I had such a good time at the Friday Night Magic last night. Draw. What does that mean? Oh. Well, they must have quit or something. Let's try again. But I haven't gotten to do like an in-person draft of Duskmourn yet like that. I did the pre-release, right, which is where you open 5 packs and then you just build from that. But this one last night was just like an open packs, pass it around kind of draft, and it was so fun. I really had a good time. I think the set's very silly, and everyone was really chatty about like the silly stuff that they were getting, which I love. And yeah, I had to draft white. I pulled a bunch of survivors. I don't know, I'll probably never play them. I think we can keep this. I think, honestly, in this deck, you can keep most hands, because you are going to see so much of your deck every time you play. So as long as you have some early game plays, you'll be okay, and you can keep it. I love these Surveil lands. Okay, so here's the first of my artifacts. Mazatlani, the Great Door. Draw, then discard for free, just for a tap. And then for 4, you can transform it. And it transforms into a land that adds X mana of any one color, where X is the number of permanents in your graveyard. But I actually have 2 of these, so I'm going to huck it in the yard, because that's what this deck does. Every time I have the opportunity, huck it in the yard. Ooh, they're doing life gain. Okay. All we have to do is survive until Valgavoth comes out. He's flying, he's life gain, he'll save us from everything. We trust him, we believe in him. Yeah, that was a good call to steal. Okay. We'll play our Skull Snap Nuisance. We've got the second piece of our combo. So the only thing we need to do now is get a Voth in the graveyard. And then we got it. Oh yeah, use all of your stuff on this one. Well, we're going to get Tiny Bones. This is exile them. Cast target non-land permanent from the graveyard. Okay. So that's not amazing for us. That's actually something that could be really good for them, because we're going to be putting some good stuff in our graveyard, like right now. Well, there's a swamp. But in this moment, I think I don't want to play Valgavoth's Faithful. I think we need to protect him at all costs. So we are just going to pass, and we're going to get Tiny Bones to come at us. This kind of deck, you have to be so confident that you will pull it off in the late game that you just let them hit you. You take it to the face. It's a hard balance to strike. And my tea is at the perfect temperature right now. He can't afford my door, but he's going to be able to soon, and that's really not good. So we don't really want him to play the door. So I'm going to put out a decoy. A decoy Valgavoth's Faithful, since we have a spare. And we'll see how he feels about that. We'll give that a go. Oh man, we got a Gix Yawgmoth Praetor out here. It's not looking good, y'all. He didn't want to trade the bones for the Valgavoth, not like I would, but the threat is there. So he's got some great card draw going on. He's playing the same Dimir lands that I am. What else does he have? Dark Slick Shores? Yeah, I thought about putting this one in, but I would rather put something that I could sacrifice later. Like, there's those lands that you can, like, pay 2 and draw a card, or, like, pay 4, discover, something like that. So we don't really have anything we want to pull from the yard, but I would like him to feel threatened by it. We could kind of waste it and pull the Skull Snap out, but I think we're just gonna bluff. I think we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna sit. We'll let him have one more turn, thinking he's gonna win. He might win, honestly. He might win. Yeah. Yeah, that's lethal right there. Right? Yep, exactly. All right. Well, I thought we had one more turn. You know, that's the thing. If this deck doesn't pull off the one thing that it's gonna do, it loses. But we're still Platinum 3. Let's give it another go. I'm not getting discouraged by losses anymore. I honestly, as soon as I hit Platinum, I was like, oh, I'm going to lose a lot. Because people are playing, like, you know, crazy expensive decks and whatever. And this one is kind of experimental and weird. And, you know, I haven't even Googled it. This is mostly just from my own looking through stuff and from your recommendations last time. there's just too many magic cards to even know what they all are, let alone think about how they might combo with other stuff. Okay, interesting. This is actually not a very good hand, but we have 2 Voth's Faithfuls, we have a Swamp Cycling, we have a turn 3 play. I think we're going to keep it. 2 of these in the first hand is not amazing, but luckily they have their own discard mechanic, so we won't get stuck with them in our hand, and we can exchange them for other stuff. Although that's not really the original intent of that, it's a pretty good use of it. In this moment, since he doesn't have anything out, I'm not going to put out the rat. I'm going to wait and I'm going to Swamp Cycle. Just so we can have a turn 3 play, because otherwise we don't really. We would play a rat on turn 3. I think it's maybe more important to make sure that we are staying on target. You think you're going to waste my mana, huh? No, thank you. I will take that swamp, though. Okay. So yeah, we drop the swamp. Let's drop a door. Let's use it. All right, so for free, turn 1, draw a card, discard a card. Amazing. Insane. Let's discard this door. We have 3 of our 4 Faithfuls in our hand right now. Things are looking really good. We just need to get a Voth in the yard. Which, anything is possible. Alright, so they're looking at the top 4, putting 1 of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of the library. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what we get. Draw. I'm gonna discard... Oh... I don't want to discard any of these, but I think let's just huck the island. No. Damn. I'm going to huck a Voth. I've never done that before. We're going to play an island, we're going to drop a rat, and we're going to plan to do something on their turn. Who knows what. I'm obsessed with this door. I honestly think it kind of makes the deck work at this level. I'm sure there's some more things that I'm missing or pieces that I should be having. Search your library for a card, then shuffle and put that on top. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing a specific tutor in this moment. I think we're going to have to cancel that. That's a very specific tutor. Yeah, crush them. The thing is, most people at this level are kind of doing something where their deck has to do something very specific. And they know the moment that it's not going to work, and they just concede to you. And I don't know, I don't love that. I kind of like playing it out. But people were like that at the Friday Night Magic last night, too. You know, I'm like kind of working through the puzzle of what's happening in the board states and kind of forgetting about life totals and stuff sometimes. And, you know, people were 5 steps ahead of me and are like, you know, you already win or you already lose or whatever. I kind of like playing it out. I don't know. You got to explain it to me. That's the beauty of Magic, is we're sitting here, we're doing the thing. And if we're just going to agree to, like, you know, kind of simulate it in our heads, it's not as much fun to me. Okay, here's an insane hand. We've got a Voth. We've got a Voth's Faithful. We have the Commune with Evil for picking more stuff up, for life gain, for sustain in the early game. We have a turn 4 discard from our hand. This is perfect. This is maybe my ideal hand. I might... Ooh. We picked up some great removal. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. I'm going to huck it in the yard. Huck it in the yard. We don't need it. Alright, what else do we have going on? Overlord of the Baelmerk. Mill 4 cards, return a non-avatar creature or planeswalker. Let me see your graveyard. Oh no, we're about to get rat ninja'd, y'all. Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna be a silly one. I'm gonna drop an island, play an Araska Puzzle Door. This is another one of the artifacts that I added. You just play it and you can sack it and look at the top 2 and put 1 in your hand and 1 in the yard. So we might as well. Great. Perfect. I'll take a swamp. 2 lands, huh? Not exactly ideal. But we have the turn 4, discard the Voth. We have the turn 5, drop the Voth. So as long as we can last until then, we have a good chance of winning. Ew. Alright, here's the Rat Ninja. Nashi, Searcher in the Dark. Whenever Nashi deals combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards. Put any number of legendary or enchantments from among them into your hand. Or, if you don't get one, put a +1/+1 counter on Nashi. That's wild. I haven't even seen this card, honestly, but I assume it's good. So here's what we're going to do. This is instant speed. We're going to let him think he's got it. We're going to let him think he has all of that. And then we're going to frickin' murder it. Alright, y'all. Pass to attackers. Withering Torment. We'll pick up something else for removal for the Overlord. We have 3 turns for that. Honestly, we'll probably have a Voth out by then, and I'm not too worried. Okay, he's playing Dimir too. I forgot. We're getting it out. We're getting through it. Impending 2. Okay, so in this moment, we discard the Voth. That means he's going to get to do his little Nashi thing one more turn. That's okay. We will survive. He doesn't mind hucking stuff in his graveyard either. That's fine. Where did he put? Okay. The Doomsday Excruciator. No big deal. Alright, we got a Jace out. Yeah, okay. That's good. That's very good. And, he might win. He might win it. Okay. But this time, we have our trump card. Our Voth's faithful. Faithfully pulling out the Voth. Okay, now we have enough blockers to block from Menace. He could try and do a mill win in this moment. Yeah. Only 40 cards left in my deck. I'm self-milling, he's milling me. You know, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That is something that this deck is very weak to, is any sort of mill. I don't know. I've honestly thought about running like one of those lands that puts everything from your graveyard back into your library, like a shuffle land. Especially because people are running that demon, the Doomsday Excruciator, that discards everything but 6, right? But it's not discarded, it's exiled, so it wouldn't really help. He's trying to figure out a way to do this, huh? Uh-oh. Counterspell. Isla Evelyn, you just followed me on Twitter. Thank you. Thank you for following. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. He's obviously going to try and defend Jace, but he doesn't have any fly blockers. So what we're going to do is just first off, we're going to try and send the Voth at it. Right at Jace, see what's up. He can't do these are sorcery speed. I know, isn't there a Jace that says like instant speed you can use stuff? But I do love that because I get it now. Okay. If a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, they don't. Okay. So I'm going to use his +1 and give it to the Overlord here. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 land. So let's draw through and see what we get from our own stuff. Okay. I'm going to toss this in the yard, actually, because I love picking it up from the yard. And I'm going to pull another Commune with Evil, because that's fun. Okay. Let's do it again. Let's see what's up. Okay. This time we're going to pull the Don't Make a Sound. We can do a wizard battle. Counter each other's counters. Okay, here's something that I would like to hear about in the chat. If you have some experience drafting Bloomburrow or Duskmorn at your Friday Night Magic. Was it fun? Did you go? Tell me about it. Did you wear ears to the Bloomburrow one? I did. Did you wear a spooky outfit to the Duskmorn? I did not. Ooh, he does not have 3 non-land permanents. Oh, that was not good. So sorry. Voth has a lot of text on him, and not everyone reads it. Is Voth a him? Them? Her? Who knows? All gods are women. He forgot that I will also steal everything from the yard. Yeah. It's really oppressive. And at this level, people just know that they don't even want to fight against that. And I feel kind of bad sometimes, but, you know, he was playing some mean stuff, too. He was playing this Jace. All right, y'all. Let's keep grinding. What's our quest? Cast blue spells? All right. Well, we will grind until we can grind no longer. Until we've been ground to dust. Okay, y'all. Okay. So how is this? We've got 2 ways to huck stuff in the yard. No creatures to play. I kind of love it. I don't know. We'll learn together which kind of hands to keep. But I have a hard time doing a mulligan with this because I don't need it most of the time. Most of the time I can get what I need just searching through. Right? Like, do we need this? Yeah, kind of, but not right now. Are we going to play it next turn? If not, just huck it in the yard. It's freeing. I'm trying to get rid of the stress of you have to utilize everything to its maximum. Like, squeeze every drop of utility and stuff out of it. You can't. You could drop a puzzle door, and this can happen at instant speed, so I need to practice doing that, and we'll do that on their turn. That's the thing that I'm working on this month, is using instants and stuff at instant speed instead of sorcery speed. Because that's the value of them, and sometimes it does help. Alright, well that's an annoying enchantment, but there's not much we can do about that right now, except for, at instant speed, sack the door. I guess I technically should have waited until they hit end step 2, in case they have some free spell they could cast. You never know, we're in high-level magic now. Alright, we drop a swamp. We could do the door. But I feel like I want to be mana efficient here and do Commune with Evil. Okay. And let's pick up a Sporogenic Infection. We'll huck all that land in there. How much land we got? 4 lands in the yard. 4 lands in the hand and out. Okay. That's reasonable. We have some defensive/offensive enchantment. This is going to give you... This is going to draw a card every time. Yeah, okay. Wow, okay. This is a great target for my Unable to Scream. Seraph of New Phyrexia. Okay. So, let's try the puzzle door first and see what comes up. Because, who knows, we might not want to spend on the Unable to Scream. And you know what? We're going to pick up the Undercity Sewers, and we're going to do it. Okay. Hey, Div. How's it going? Aren't they pretty? I love the new Duskmorn cards so much. I'm really honestly obsessed. This one, the Valgavoth, primo. These ones are from, what is that? I don't know what that set is. Old ones, but most of the stuff that I'm playing is brand new. You just got your new Commander deck? Oh my god, what deck is it? One of the precons? I love it so much. I have infected all of my friends with the magic bug. Okay. We're going to surveil. We'll see what's coming up next. It's a swamp. We don't need that. Okay. So, we can drop the Cynical Loner. And I think we'll make him sacrifice this one. I mean, it's not the world's most efficient way to use this. Oh. Oh, I forgot about that. You have hexproof. So sporogenic infection couldn't target that. Well, that was stupid of me. I should have read it. Ah. Okay, the cheap banger I recommended. I think that was Imara, Soul of the Accord. And it's like a token tap deck. It's really, really fun. You can upgrade it a lot with like anything that makes your creatures tap, like things with Convoke, any sort of mounts or vehicles or anything from the new sets. Lots of stuff from Thunder Junction, I think, is really good in that. Stuff that makes your creatures tap. And there's some fun stuff in Duskmourn that makes your creatures tap too. Some Convoke abilities and stuff like that. Okay. So we're going to do the demon. We are going to discard one Voth. I guess we could discard two Voths and just get rid of it. Might as well. We're not going to play him native from our hand anyway. He costs too much. So we'll get rid of the Seraph. We'll get rid of this. And we've got a Flying Demon blocker. And we're running out of hand. Oh. Okay, we've got an ad starting. Okay. I now know that this is happening, and I can hit snooze for 5 minutes so that we can finish this game first. And if you don't want to watch the ads, you can subscribe so that you don't have to see them. That's now an option. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Destroy target creature or enchantment. Wow, I don't even know which one to get rid of. They're both so terrible. I think that in the trenches, just so we can try and survive. Because we can't target Elspeth with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that at instant speed. At a point where it's terrible. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Shell. And welcome to the club, Div. I really appreciate y'all supporting me on Twitch. It means a lot. I know it's a very silly game to play every weekend. Yeah! I love a little community in here. Okay. We'll wait. Instant speed, y'all. That's what we're working on. Instant speed means at the last possible moment that you can perform this action. I almost feel like this is going to be worse, so I don't know. Okay, pass to attackers. Send what you got. Then we remove it. And we take 2 less damage. They did have an opportunity to do something about it, but they didn't. Okay, I wonder if I could get the... Okay. I don't know how to do that right now. We'll work on it. But we'll pop out the ritual chamber with a big ol' 6/6 black demon. Okay. I'm trying to see the little tab that shows ads over here. Edit layout? Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Close. Edit layout. Add. Ads manager. There we go. And again, if you don't want to see the ads, you don't have to. You can subscribe. You see Shell giving out those gift subs, y'all? Get on that. Okay. A Phyrexian Vindicator? I was gone for 2 seconds. Wow. Yeah, they got rid of my free thing. Okay. Let's do this. So it's going to die right away. So there's not really a point in the discard one. I'm going to make them sack one of their small creatures, I guess. Oh, I can't target them. I keep forgetting. Okay, so we'll do the discard a card, I guess. Because that hurts them and not me. Y'all. Platinum is really hard. I keep getting my butt kicked. Alright, so we'll do this, even though we'll have to pay 2 life. Because basically we've got 1 turn. Right? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage coming through. So it wouldn't have mattered if we had waited. He could do 12 damage right now on board. 1 shy of killing me. So we'll see, we'll see. Will we survive long enough to get this Voth out the yard? I don't know. These angels are oppressive, and I really messed up in the beginning. So that was my bad. And honestly, player error, we might have been able to win this one if I was not so bad at this game. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Okay. So we will kill ourselves with our Unholy Annex if we don't get a demon out on the board. Perfect. How thematic. A little self-murder. Okay. Can I pop this out? Can I do that? I don't know why I can't do that. Okay. So the ad starts in 30 seconds. Sorry, y'all. We're working on it. We lose anyway, so we'll wait for the next game to start before the ad is finished. I appreciate you all very much for watching this stuff. I don't know what kind of ads you get on my channel. It must be mostly just like weird stuff about Magic and, you know, the regular Twitch ads. But yeah, we're about to lose horribly right now. Okay. Okay! That's 2 defeats, 1 win, I believe. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, no, we had 2 wins. We had 2 wins. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. It's time for my ad break. Peanut butter cup. Enjoy this with me, subscribers. Ooh, it was frozen, so now it's all warm. Magic ads, yeah. You've never seen a Magic ad? They got so many products. Okay. I'm finished editing, and I would like it to save, but I don't know if it's going to. Okay. Secret sub-only mukbang. Yes. I guess you could see it on YouTube later if you wanted to watch it, but, you know. It's secret. It's just for you live right now. Alright. They'll be back in 5 seconds while you premium viewers enjoy watching me hit play. You run a 3-minute ad during the starting soon screen. 3-minute ad roll means no pre-roll for an hour. Ooh, smart. Okay. I think when I set it up, I just hit like auto pick when to run the ads for the Twitch thing. I haven't really looked into that, so I should switch that around. Because, yeah, I think it plays them every 30 minutes, and that's kind of a lot. Okay, y'all. Ooh, it's a good hand. We got the Voth. We got Voth's Faithful. We got the Cynical Loner, the face of the deck box. There's only 1 in here, because how could you put 2 Cynical Loners in a deck? Sometimes I keep myself back from cuteness. Okay, we got a Tiny Bones, so we got to move fast this one. We have to move fast. I think next we will drop the Loner. Hopefully that will work out well. Hey y'all, we're 25% of the way to completing our sub goal. Alright, after MagicCon, I'm probably not going to have a lot of time to work on it this week, but after MagicCon, I'm going to go get some of those little overlay things that pop up on your screen when you subscribe. I thought I had some of them set up, but they're not working right, so I need to go back in and see what the hell is up with that. He exiled my Liliana. Okay, rude. We'll play a little Cynical Loner. Preacher of the Schism. Death Touch. This is from Ixalan too. Whenever Preacher of the Schism attacks the player with the most life, or tied for the most life, create a 1/1 white vampire. Whenever Preacher of the Schism attacks while you have the most life, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Alright, so you kind of want to, like, tie for life with that. That's rad. That's a pretty fun one. But unfortunately, I am not going to allow any life tying because we're going to be taking our own life. Can't be blocked by glimmers. Okay, no attacks. All we need is a way to get Voth in the yard, and then we can move. We're close. Okay, that is not good news. The Virtue of Persistence is really, really good against me, because every turn it puts something from the graveyard into the battlefield. And I have some really good stuff on my graveyard, so we gotta be careful about that. We don't want to huck stuff in there willy-nilly this time. I think I'm honestly gonna drop a Faithful. We might pull some of our less awesome cards out of the yard because they're gonna be using it too. And I don't like sharing. That's my yard. Stay out. You gonna dig my graves? I'm using those corpses. Okay. Oh, well, that's really bad news, y'all. That's really bad news. We're just gonna take it, I think. Whenever it attacks, so he's already done it. The trigger doesn't matter if he hits me or not. I will, however, instant speed this Shieldred, so it does not exist. Yes, thank you, thank you. And I think I'm gonna scream at this Preacher of the Schism, because that's nasty. And then, oh, do we want this? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we don't want this. We huck it in the yard. We always huck it in the yard. Okay. I'm gonna swing nothing, because I'm gonna use the Nuisance to block Tiny Bones, and I don't want the Faithful to die. So no attacks. We're really running low on health here, y'all. We gotta find a way to make it happen this turn. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. But what we can do is, oh, this is a tap land. I'm nervous. Okay. Wow. That is an insane card. I'm gonna write that down. Ayara's Oathsworn. This is the experience of playing in Platinum, y'all. It's just sticky notes all over with, like, cool-ass cards written on them. Ayara's Oathsworn. I can't spell. It's a knight. It's a tutor. It's everything you need it to be. Alright, I'm blocking the bones. Yes, block the bones. 1 blocker. Okay. Oh, yes! Okay. Our Faithful is dead, unfortunately. So, I guess let's go searching. Because otherwise we die. I don't know, y'all. I don't think we have it. Alright, we bust out of Undercity Sewers. We surveil again. It's another swamp. We huck that in the yard. Let's put out a Faithful. I would love for him not to die. But I realize that... oh, it doesn't matter. This one has Menace. We're dead. We're dead! It's got to move a little bit faster in the beginning. I don't know. I need a soul ring. I don't know if there's like a modern equivalent or a standard equivalent of a soul ring or something that I'm kind of missing in here. Or like maybe a little black creature I could tap for mana or something like that. Because that's all I need. I don't need any sort of removal or anything. I got all of that covered. I got plenty of Huck and stuff in the graveyard. We got that covered. But what I really need is just a way to make it happen one turn faster. Because by turn 5, you're dead a lot of the time. So that's really the balance that I'm trying to find, is having enough early plays and then having enough support for Valgavoth late game. Yeah, this one's not amazing. This one's not amazing. 2 Voths in the hand and nothing to get him out, and we only have 1 discard. Maybe I need to mull more. Let's try it. Let's mulligan. Thank you, Div. Alright, we're going to kick ass this time. We're going to crush them. Emotionally. It's a cool card back. I forget her name. Planeswalker? Very cool. Okay. A puzzle door. So this is what I'm talking about, the early game fast-moving stuff. I think this puzzle door is really good for that. So we'll hold it up to instant speed. Instant speed. You draw a card. I draw a card. Oh, wait. I'll wait till their end step. Pass to attackers. On your end step, I will activate. I feel like this is easy to do in person and hard to do in the game. Okay. What do they got out? A Pawn Prophet? Okay. What am I going to need? I think I'm going to need the Scream more than I'm going to need a 3rd land. But I don't know. I don't have it play next turn otherwise. Let's pull the Scream, because it's exciting. What am I going to pick a land up? How boring. How freaking boring. Okay. We surveil. We huck it in the yard. We wait for a Winter's Intervention. We see what they play. Maybe they'll play a better card. I love this frog. Hi, frog. What's up? Oh, I don't love this frog. Return another creature you control to its owner's hand. Okay, so we will kill this frog before any of that happens. I guess we should have waited for him to try and pay for it. And that would have been the ultimate moment of waiting for instant speed. Alright. We'll slow it down next time. We'll see if we can get this right. Commune with evil. Do we want a removal? Or do we want to commune with more evil? What I really wanted was a Valgavoth Faithful. But we don't have that. So I think we'll pick up... Alright, we'll pick up the early game shuffle through your hand. Okay. Dream Dew Entrancer. Tap up to 1 target creature and put 3 sun counters on it. You control that creature, draw 2 cards. Okay. So that one won't be happening for a little while. Okay. We have the door. We can finally start discarding our own Voths. Draw a card, then discard a card. Voth in the yard. I repeat, the Voth is in the yard. Operation is a go. We need 2 more mana to make it happen, though. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Other frogs have ward 1. Okay. Okay. He's done his own thing again. Alright, I see. Frogging. Frogging so hard. This one's cute, too. Little Hypnotoads. Uh-oh. This one is really bad. This one is really bad, y'all. That's not good. Okay. So, we have 3 mana total. So what we're going to do is we're going to huck something in the yard and see what's up. Draw a card. Discard a card. We're going to discard the Voth. So now we have 4 mana total. Okay. So what I would really like to do is put an Unable to Scream on this Might Caller. But that cost me 2, because it has ward 1. And then we will only have 2 left. Yes. Yes, I am sure I want to target that. I will pay for it. 2 left. I think we'll do the sporogenic infection. No, we can't, because we can't target anything. Okay. I don't want to bet on them not having a piece of removal, because everyone has removal. It's platinum, you know? Everyone's running removal for Shieldred or whatever. And they know what the Valgavoth Faithful does. They're not in the dark. So I think we simply wait. I think we wait. The hardest piece of playing Dimir is just sitting back, not using your cards sometimes. Not using your cards. Not using them, despite wanting to use them. Okay, is my chat disconnected? Let me refresh. Sorry if you're chatting and I didn't see it. Okay. They're wiggling stuff around. Okay, there we go. Oh, I missed some chat. Okay. Crap. Still floored at how much one of your decks is like my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Graveyard play is too fun. It really is. I love the graveyard stuff. We're graveyarding pretty hard right now. But we didn't get what we needed, which was another mana. Maybe I bet wrong. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to bop out the Skull Snap Nuisance. We're going to bop out the Faithful. And we're going to pray. And we're going to pass turn. I did some Googling on why sometimes when I'm in the Stream Manager view, it just doesn't show chat. And basically everyone was like, yeah, it just does that. So I think there's a way to pop the chat out. Pop out chat. Yeah. Okay, let me bring it over here so I can see you chatting while I'm over here. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. All right. Can you see that on the stream in the chat? No, because I'm not sharing that part. Okay, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. 9 damage. And we just eat it. We just eat it. To the face. He's like, oh, I win right now. Guess what, though? Guess what? There's a Voth in the yard. Now there's a Voth on the field. Alright. Let's see if we can survive. You know, normally I huck everything in the yard, but I love this one so much. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. That was probably a poor choice, but I love it. I know I'm supposed to be hucking everything in the yard. I know it. Make it real big. Play your frogs. You're chatting and I'm not seeing it, and I'm sorry. I'm refreshing over here every few minutes, so feel safe in chatting and knowing that I will see it eventually. Wow. Yeah. Good game. He had the removal, the permanence, everything. Yeah. We got danced around by these frogs. The problem is the frogs also want to wait until turn 5 to do something. We're moving down in the ranks, y'all. We're grinding the wrong way. Alright. Let's do this one more time. We'll cast our 2 blue spells, and then maybe we'll switch to, I think the quick draft is Bloomburrow, so that's what we're going to be doing. I personally love drafting bats, but sometimes they're really hard because everyone goes for bats because they're really powerful. I've also had a lot of fun drafting the lizards, which is cool. They're like black and red. I have lost a lot of drafts drafting other things. I think I have such a hard time with the Bloomburrow drafts. I don't know what's up with it, but I feel like I lose every single time. We'll hug it. I feel like the Wilds of Eldraine draft is just like so my style. The enchantments, the like control kind of decks, the like I don't know, the white and the black, amazing. The blue too, honestly, in Eldraine. Honestly, even the green is like really cool in Eldraine. They did not kill the red. But I feel like every time I draft an Eldraine draft, I just like absolutely nail it. And then when I do the Bloomburrow ones or these Duskmourn drafts, I just look so stupid. Completely mess up the whole time. I don't know. They're harder sets because you really have to know the mechanics and how they're going to work together before you get your deck out. I had a really good time drafting the Duskmourn one because I kind of didn't do any of that stuff, and I just focused on the Arabella and her 2-cost or less Boros creatures, and that made it much easier to know which things were good for me and which weren't. You know, sometimes I'm that person taking 10 minutes to figure out which one to pull from a pack. Not last night. Last night I was fast. Alright, I would be willing to trade this for that. And I would also be willing to use my Withering Torment on that if they aren't. So let's find out. Okay. I think let's trade it. We have a good chance of getting Voth in the yard in another way, and I want to save the Torment. And I have other stuff to do, like this. Ha! And then I'm going to do it again, because we might pull something we want to play. I'm going to pull the Sewers, because we don't have something in our hand we want to discard right now. I'm going to hold on to the Faithful. I am not going to blast him, even though I really want to. It's so hard, like, leaving the mana up and letting it be inefficient and just knowing that that's part of the game that you're playing right now, and it's okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We could use the Sporogenic... Okay, so here's what we could do. We could drop the Valgavoth Faithful, use the Sporogenic Infection on our own creature, target them, and make them sacrifice this. Is that worth it? Now my Voth is unprotected, and we don't have one in the yard ready to go. I'm doing it. Maybe that's stupid, but whatever. I couldn't sit on that much mana. 4 mana wasted? And this life gain stuff over here, it's mean. It's gotta go. That's what I'm talking about with the Bloomburrow bats. They're really killer. Both of these bats, honestly, in the yard here. Those are game changers. Landscape shapers. I haven't seen this art for it, the full art. It's really cute. They're best friends. You see them being best friends? Yeah. Voth was not safe. That makes sense, honestly. Although I'm sad. That was the right call for them to do. Alright, we'll huck that in the yard. We will play our Funeral Room. So this one just says on this side, whenever a creature we control dies, each opponent loses a life and we gain a life, so just a little sustain. And then the Awakening Hall, return all creatures from my graveyard onto the battlefield. So, it's great if you're playing a deck where you're just fucking hucking everything in there. The Roaming Throne! Okie doke, we have enough to pay the ward. Good thing we saved that, because that has to go immediately. That cannot hang out. Okay, I think it's going to cost us ward 2, so we're going to use the Withering Torment right now. We have the Unable to Scream for later. Yes, I am sure. Yes, I will pay that. Okay. Worth it. Worth every penny of life and mana that it took to get rid of the Roaming Throne. I know this is like an auto-include into most tribal decks. Like, this is obviously a bat tribal deck. But I just think it's so boring. It's very effective in this deck, though. I see why they got it. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. Alright. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh! 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 in the yard. Let's pull another Withering Torment. And then we can scream at this bat. Not the token bat. Okay. It's moving, y'all. It's moving. We're keeping ourselves alive. We're not dead yet. I don't know why every time I refresh it, it just gets rid of the piece where I can see when the ads are coming up. Very frustrating. Let me put it back up. Okay. Maybe I have to hit save or something like that. Put it in. Save layout changes. Okay. Okay, okay. All right. But it doesn't have the panel I wanted in. Okay. God damn it. Okay, so we could Miasma Demon, drop the Withering Torment, and kill the Essence Channeler. I think I'm just going to play the Miasma Demon itself, though. This one really needs to go, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's kill it. We're biding our time. We are waiting until we get that Valgavoth Faithful out. Okay. I'm putting this thing out here. I'm saving the changes. Okay. There we are. Okay, perfect. Y'all, Magic is a stressful game. I think we want to put some pressure on him. Honestly, I'm satisfied either way. If we get to surveil or if we get to counter a spell, I'll do it on probably the first spell that they play no matter what. Did they offspring it? They did. Okay, we'll counter it. Wait, does it have a... Cancel. Is there a reason it's asking me? Why wouldn't it let me counter that? Oh, the Cavern of Souls. Wow. I should have read it, huh? That's what I get for not reading a fancy land. But it doesn't matter because we've done it. We've done it. Here we are. Here we are. Mission accomplished. Voth on the field, y'all. Voth on the field. Nobody panic. Okay. Now we got it. Now we got it. We got it. We got it. Yes. Clap, 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 clap. We've done it. We've got it working. Okay. Streaming is doing so many things at once, y'all. Yeah, he read my Awakening Hall. We did it! Back to Platinum Tier 3! Okay, y'all. Alright. Hey, and we got our stuff. What is this? Eyeball? Is that the proprietary money or whatever that you have to spend money to be able to use? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, y'all. We're Platinum Tier 3. We grinded. We got back to exactly where we started from. I learned some stuff, I made some mistakes, and I think it's time to do a little Bloomburrow draft. It looks like the ad is starting in 2 minutes. All right, well, we'll pause for that when it happens, but I think it's time to do some Bloomburrow drafting. 5,000 gold. Ooh! We're going squirrels, y'all! It's Golgari time! Okay, I've done a squirrel deck before in Limited Bloomburrow. It did okay, you know. Hopefully we can get the squirrels we need. Okay, so let me read this to make sure that we don't mess it up. Menace. Other squirrels have menace. Whenever you sacrifice food, create a green squirrel token. 2, forage. Put a +1/+1 counter on other squirrels you control. Okay, so we want to make foods. We want to huck stuff in the yard. So like Golgari Delirium stuff is going to be really good in this. And squirrels, obviously. So we're going squirrels hard. Squirreling hard, y'all. Do we abandon and go for the rats instead? Okay. Too many choices right now. Whenever Wick or another rat you control enters, create a 1/1 black snail creature token if you don't control a snail. Pay 3, sack the snail. Wick deals damage equal to the sacked creature's power to each opponent. Then draw cards equal to the sacked creature's power. I think this is more powerful in a longer format game, like even a 60 card or Commander. I think I'm going to stick with the squirrels. They're fun. They're really cool. And everyone loves a squirrel, right? Except for we got no squirrels in this hand. All right, I'm going to pull the Bumbleflower Share Pot because this makes a food. And it's removal. You know, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. Not a squirrel in sight. Maybe we made the wrong choice. We have this shapeshifter though, which I think I'm gonna pull, and we're looking for Golgari stuff. So black to put stuff in the graveyard. That's good. That's good. Green. I think we're gonna pull. Let's pull the 3-tree mascot. Okay. And then maybe. Ooh. Okay. This is great. This is great. Okay. The ad is starting. So we'll have a little private time, y'all. Tell me in the chat if you want me to pick a specific one of these cards. I'm guessing the Stargaze or the Heaped Harvest. This is now an ASMR chat for the next minute. Okay, just making sure everything's working right. Did the ad even go? I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. Well, doesn't look like the ad is running. We're not going to wait. I'm going to pick, I think, the Heaped Harvest for the food again. And then we've got some good artifact kind of synergy going on. So I think we'll stick with that kind of thing. So Heaped Harvest it is. We are going artifacts and squirrels really, really hard right now. And we don't want any of these. I'll be honest. None of these are good for what we're doing. So I guess we'll pull the short bow and pray for some other green stuff. Okay. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Peerless Recycling. Return 2 permanents from your graveyard to your hand. That's kind of the opposite of what we want to be doing. We want more stuff in the yard. So I don't think that's going to work for us. Oh, the ad's running now. Okay. I'm learning how all these things work. I'm thinking of pulling the High Stride. I'm thinking about abandoning the squirrels. Many choices, many choices. But I think this is kind of where we want to go. Some combat tricks, some stuff to do at instant speed. We don't really want to add another color, I don't think, if we're going to try and do Golgari. Yeah. I don't love the Psychic Whirl for this because you need to have rats. And ideally, I like to stick to one creature set with a Bloomburrow draft. So I think we'll pull all the support that we can for this Golgari creature set. And then if in pack 2 we don't get any more squirrels, we'll swap. We'll Shift directions. Okay, y'all. Everyone's back. Thanks for waiting. I appreciate you. We're going to pull the high stride. Oh, man. We are getting the worst draws. All right. Maybe we'll pull this vehicle. Vigilance. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Tap 2 untapped tokens you control. It becomes an artifact creature. This is a great way to use food. It's not a squirrel, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Still not a single squirrel option, but we'll take another 3-tree mascot, which can be a fake squirrel. That's fun. That's fun. We don't really want a blue land. A bat lizard? It's flying. It's a 3-3. I guess we pull that. This is not great, y'all. Not great. I'm going to pull lizards. We're going to do a red-black lizard sideboard just in case. Yep. Lizards in the sideboard. Yeah. Rat warlock. All right, so we've got some rats. We've got some lizard options. What do we got here? What do we got here? Not a squirrel. Oh, a squirrel! Okay, but the scavenger's talent makes the food tokens, which would make Camellia work. Let's pull this, because if we have to abandon and move to a blue-black or a blue-red, this will still be helpful. So I'm going to pull that, and then, oh, the persistent Marshstalker. This is a rat one, though. Y'all, this is so hard. All right, we're pulling Scavenger's Talent. The Downwind Ambusher. Just so cute. Okay, any squirrels? No squirrels. The Moonstone Harbinger. Damn, y'all. Damn. All right, I'm gonna pull that. There's a Squirrel Warlock Bard. Easy pick, easy pick. Okay. Lizard, rat, mouse, rabbit. Okay. Nothing amazing. This Thornplate Intimidator is really cool, though. I think I'm going to pick that. Mostly because of how cute the tiny one is. Do you see that? You see that, Offspring? I'm obsessed. Okay. The spell costs 1 last to cast for each creature in exile and in your graveyard. That's what we're going for? There's no squirrels here, but we're trying to huck stuff in the graveyard. We haven't really gotten a lot of that, but I don't know, y'all. We're abandoning the squirrels. We're abandoning them. It's official. We're going to go for this weird bat lizard thing. This is going to be a hard one to make a deck out of when we finish. I'm going to pull Thornplate Intimidator again. Ugh. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. We'll figure it out when we get there. Surveil. Choose a color. I'm going to pick the Uncharted Haven. I'm going to pick this. Who knows? We'll grab... Oh. We have some good support for a 3-color deck, I think. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Alright, here's pack 3. Really? This is where you toss me the Arabella Elite? We can't do that for this game. God, it's so cool, though. I don't even know if I've seen this one. Beautiful. Mouse Bard. Beautiful. Incredible. Not for this deck either. Okay, okay. This is great. We want a mill. We want creature removal. Gift of food. Yeah, we're going to pull the rat. We're doing rats and bats, and we're doing all of these things. I don't know. I talked so much about how it sucks when you do this, and now here I am doing it because we had no freaking choice. Do we pull the Daggerfang Duo? You may mill 2 cards. Yes. Do we pull the Starscape Cleric? Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. Cute. Extremely cute. But I think we pull the Rat Squirrel. This one. Another Moonstone Harbinger. Yeah, that's not really where we went, though. Emotionally, with this deck. I think we pull the Clifftop Lookout, just for the land ability. Especially if we're doing 3 colors, we're going to need some stuff like that. And then I guess we pull another Moonstone Harbinger, because they're really giving that to us. Okay, here we have a squirrel. And you can forage with it. Paw Patch Formation. Yes, we will be doing that. Rat Squirrel. How's our creatures doing? Okay, we're good, we're good. Maybe we need some removal if we can get it. Pull the High Stride. That's really cute. That's creatures-based removal. I'm going to pick the Surveil, though, so that we can hack stuff in the yard. I'm going to pick... We have quite a few of those. I'm going to pick the Psychic Whirl. Wear down. Thought Chucker, I guess. Who knows what kind of deck we're going to end up with this one. Y'all, this is not my best work, okay? It's really hard drafting. And I need help. If you want to coach me, let me know. I am open to coaching. I think we're going to cut the blue. We're not really going with that. We could... Oh, we have some planes in here? What does planes? Life Creed Duo. Pull that. And the Starseer Mentor. Oh, maybe we don't. Okay. Maybe we cut the red. Let's see how bad that hurts. Whisker Quill Scribe, War Squeak. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here is a technically playable deck with 8 too many cards in it. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look from the expensive down. Will we have enough creature cards in exile or in your graveyard to ever play this? Quite possibly. We have a lot of huck stuff in your graveyard mechanics. Wix Patrol. Mill. We want that. We want that. Do we cut the Life Gain Bats? I think so. I think that's the easiest cut and the biggest way to make our mana more consistent too. Okay. Will we have enough foods to make this useful? We'll see. This might be a cut. Corpseberry Cultivator, we're keeping it. Camellia the Seed Miser. Everything's very cheap, I am noticing. So I don't want to cut anything else expensive. And we're a little shy on creatures, so I only kind of want to cut spells right now. Scavenger's Tide High Stride. We'll cut one of those. Paw Patch Formation we will not cut. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, or 2 artifacts or enchantments. I think we will keep that. Keep the Share Pot. We will cut the Short Bow. We'll keep that. Keep that. Let's get rid of one of these Psychic Whirls. Maybe 2. I don't know, maybe 3. How many rats do we have in here? We have a couple rats. I think I'm going to cut the last Psychic Whirl. And we need one more cut. Is it the Tangle Tumbler? Or is it the High Stride? I think it's the High Stride. Okay, y'all. All right, let's try it. We can always put it back in if we think it doesn't work right. All right, somebody pop something in chat so I can make sure I'm seeing them. Tell me how nice I look today. Can we keep this? I think we can. We have lots of early plays. That's fun. Hey! I'm seeing it. Thank you, Shell. I appreciate it. The little check-in, the little bits. I'll share my bits with you. You share your bits with me. That's fun. Oh, thank you, Div. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Hype train. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, let's play. I think we want to get something on the board, so let's put down the 3-tree mascot, and we can play the SharePot later. Because we won't be using its bigger ability. That one costs 5, the removal ability on the SharePot. Okay. Uh-oh. They're doing bats! Okay, so we gotta move fast, because the bats will, at a certain point, most definitely outpace us. Hey! Thank you, Ringo! Ah, everyone sent me a little tip. I appreciate you all so much. Okay, okay. Let's get out the tumbler. And smack him. Okay. We're 20% of a hype train, y'all. You have 4 minutes to give me another tip and keep the hype train going. Okay. Starlit Soothsayer at the beginning of your end step. Y'all, we are going to get batted to death right now. We are going to get batted so hard. Target artifacts or enchantments. Do we use it right now? Okay. So we have to tap this. Oh no, this is just a mana fixer. So this one doesn't work as mana. So we have 4 mana total. So I think what we do is bop out the SharePot. Yep. That's 2 artifacts now. And now we do the wear down. No card gifted. We only need 1 removed. Removed. And then... How come I can't use this? Tap 2 untap tokens you control. Oh, tokens. I thought it was artifacts. God. Okay. Well, we'll have 2 tokens soon. He does not want to swap that. Okay. Oh. I don't know how this Tangle Tumbler is useful. I guess we would have to be making a lot more, like, little tokens. Maybe that's better in, like, the rabbit decks and stuff like that. Okay. Alright, so here's what we're going to do now. We are going to drop a Thornplate Intimidator. We don't have enough to Offspring it right now, so we'll just do a regular. Sacrifice a non-land permanent, discard a card. Make your choice. Hey, Ultra Squid, what's up? Thanks for coming by. Drop me a little something, keep this hype train going. I'll do a silly dance if the hype train keeps happening. Yes, that's right. I'm ready to embarrass myself on the internet. I've been training for this my whole life. Embarrassing myself everywhere I can. Oh, he psychic world me? So rude. Okay. That's okay, because we have what it takes. We're going to swamp. We're going to SharePot. We're going to destroy this Banishing Light. We get our big creature back. Here it goes. 1 minute left on the hype train, y'all. We're going to swing. We're going to swing out. Our entire goal is just do it faster than he can, because these bats have such sustain. It's crazy. Okay, now we have 2 foods and we can do this thing. But we don't need to let them know that. And turn. So at instant speed, we can turn this into a creature. Okay, here we go. Hey! Oh, thank you so much for all of the subs. You're so sweet. Now everyone's subscribed and you don't have to watch any ads. I love it. Okay, when Starforged Sword enters, if the gift was promised, attached to target creature, we did not get the gift. Okay, here we go. I think we can do this, y'all. Maybe I should have held that to bluff. Okay, so we're going to tap 2 untapped tokens we control. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Okay, okay. Yeah, everyone send a thank you to Ringo in the chat. That was rad. Okay, it's all coming at him. Yes, block the mascot. Block the mascot. Okay, so we're going to do this. And tap it and put a +1/+1 counter on our 3-tree mascot. And we win! Y'all, we did it! That was a very exciting one. Okay, so I think this deck might kind of rock. But I think maybe we should go and look at putting some of those Psychic Whirls back in. Because it was really effective against me. And we have a lot of rats in here. But I don't know what else to cut to fill it up. Okay, let's pop in 1 Psychic Whirl. Okay, y'all, do you ever just say fuck it and play a 41 card deck? I might cut one of these Moonstone Harbingers. I know it's Flying Death Touch. Ugh, no, I can't cut that. I can't cut it. I can't! We only have 16 creatures. Let's play it like this. Let's do it, y'all. Y'all, this hype train is still running. We got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. I said I would do a silly dance, didn't I? We won. We got the hype train rolling. Here's the dance. You ready? We're playing squirrels. Playing squirrels. I'm a squirrel. You're a squirrel. They're a squirrel. We didn't get enough squirrels. All right. So that was our first win. Our first win, y'all. I can't believe it. Div, thank you so much. You met my bit goal. That is $10. And I appreciate every single cent of that, y'all. I spent it all last night on magic cards. Thank you so much, y'all. I really appreciate it. We did our first hype train and we made it to level 2. All right, every time we go live, a new thing is happening and it makes me really happy. I appreciate you all helping me learn how to do this and sending me your little bits. I think this is a shit first hand, though. I think we have to mull that. I don't think that's any better. We're going to have to mull to 4. Okay, okay. We'll keep these 5. We want the Scavenger's Talent. We want the Mascot. We can drop the Harbinger. And I really want to keep the Wear down, so I think let's drop a Swamp. It's not ideal, but it's here, and it's going. Okay, we'll play... This enters tapped, yeah? Okay, so we'll play this as a green. Hype train, y'all. Alright, we have 1 more minute. And if we make it to level 3 of the hype train, I'll stand up and do a silly dance. Okay. 3-tree mascot coming out. That was so fast, y'all. Level 3 hype train. Look at all these little emojis jumping off. It is happening. Okay. Destroy target creature with flying. Destroy 2 artifacts or enchantments. Or play the Scavenger's Talent. Let's see if he wants to swap it. And if he doesn't, that means it's valuable and we'll kill it. Damage. Okay, okay. We will kill it. It will die. It is a 3-coster, yeah, so that's a decent target, I think. Alright, y'all. I think we can switch to standing mode. We can switch to standing mode. You can't see my face anymore. This is the We Did It dance. Hype train, level 3. The train, it's hyped. Whoop, whoop. We're on it. We are hyping up. It is all happening. They played another. Another of the exact same card. Great. Great, great, great. We are going to play the Scavenger's Talent. And we're going to swing again, because we know he's not going to trade it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Hype train level 4. If we make it there, I don't even know what we'll do. You have something silly you want to see me do? Put it in the chat. Maybe I'll do it. For money. I'll do the Macarena. I don't know. It's so hard to find stuff to do on Twitch Safe for Work chat. I have all these naughty ideas in my head, and we gotta be safe for work. Okay. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. Guess that's our best move right now. And we don't want to attack now because he's got a 1/3. And we'll just stop it. So, no attacks. Hype train, level 3. We're so hype. We're getting wiggly over here. Rottenmouth Viper. Okay, what is happening with that? As an additional cost, you can sacrifice any number of non-land permanents. It costs 1 less to cast for that. When it enters or attacks, put a blight counter on it. Each opponent loses 4 life. Each opponent loses 4 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Well, we'll discard, I guess. Not amazing. Not my favorite. No blocks. We're getting our ass kicked over here, y'all. So that's not an artifact or enchantment, so we can't kill it. So as a matter of fact, we have nothing to do. Terms of service are limiting, but freeing in a different way. Yeah, y'all want to listen to me talk now, and I love that. I have so much to say. Okay. If we hit Hype Train level 4, I'll eat this peanut butter cup. Otherwise, I'll eat it off stream as my treat for finishing. I'll eat it real sexy like too. Right after I fucking die. Let's discard our most expensive one. And 6, yeah, we die unless we block. I guess we have to pop that. We got a food. Everyone, we got a food. We can sacrifice that food. And we mill 2 cards. We're going to mill ourselves because we want stuff in our yard, because that's the whole point of the stupid deck that is not working. I have made better decks in my life. But we do have a Death Toucher now. So we could get rid of the snake, finally. And it doesn't matter because we're dead, huh? I will discard this. Lose 8 life. Yeah. That was insane. That was insane. I really love the snake, and I wish we would have gotten it. 4 seconds on the hype train. Someone donate quick. The hype train's going away. Hype train success, y'all. We got a hype chest. Let's open it. Danger dance emote. Choo choo, motherfuckers. Here we are. We've unlocked this little emote. He's like, wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's cute. It's cute. Okay. 1 win, 1 loss. We're back at it. We're back on the field. We're fighting. Next week is MagicCon, so I won't be here for stream, maybe we will try and do a live stream while we're at MagicCon. Lita and I are looking into that, and it should be difficult and strange and full of tech issues, I'm sure. But we're going to try and do it because I want to see you again next week. And I want you to be able to come to MagicCon and experience that piece of it with me. Like, we'll probably just, like, find a table and sit down and, like, play a game or something. But I think it'd be really cool. Because I know so many people don't get to come and experience it because it's so fucking expensive. I think we can keep this. You know, it could be better. We could have some smaller creatures. Let's call it a swamp. But yeah, I think for MagicCon, we'll try and do something while we're live there. Something live while we are there. At the very least. Just a little something fun. Okay. We are going to bop out the Harbinger so we can start blocking in the air. Which is the best. Air blocking. Yeah, think twice before you bat me. I'll bat you right back. Okay, so we have 4 mana to work with. We could play the Tangle Tumbler. I can start +1/+1 countering. We could play the Daggerfang Duo. Huck stuff in the yard. That'll make this cheaper. I think I'm going to go with the big, the Huck stuff in the yard. I will mill 2 cards. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And then I will not attack. Okay, there's an ad in 25 seconds, but I think all of you are subscribed now. So we're just going to keep playing because none of y'all have to watch it, which is so spectacular. Thank you so much to everyone who bought subs and gifted subs and all of that today. Okay, so we want this to die, and I don't want to use my flying blocker. So we'll take 2 damage still, that's okay. It's gone now. We have 5 mana to work with. So we're going to drop a Scavenger's Talent. We're going to drop a Tangle Tumbler. Is this an artifact? No, no. Yeah, I can only destroy my own artifact. So no attack still. Not a single attack yet. We are on the defensive. Mouse Raccoon. Whenever you expend 4, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains trample. Y'all, this little mouse and this big old raccoon, they're best friends. I know I say this every time one of the dual ones comes out, but, like, they're the cutest. The freaking cutest. They're fighting. They're fighting together. They're fighting against each other. They're all best friends. Oh, welcome to the secret part of the stream, where everyone who is not subscribed is gone. Enchantment. This one can do whenever you sack a permanent. Beginning of your end steps, you can sack 3 permanents. I think this will still have trample, right? Yeah, that gave it the +1 in haste. So I think let's try and see what we can find. I know it's dangerous. We have so little life. We don't really want either of those right now, I don't think. Okay. +1/+0 and Death Touch. We'll drop that. We can't pay for the food too. So I think what we're gonna do is get rid of this. Even though it's kind of a waste, but we have to do something to stay alive in this moment. And then we can't attack. We cannot do it. In fact, I think we lose no matter what. As long as he swings out with everything, we lose. So we just have to hope that they haven't done the math. Because we can block the links. but the Roughshod duo has trample, and the Life Creed duo is flying, so we needed 2 creatures to be able to survive this turn. They're over there doing the same exact math right now. I guess if I had put out the share pot, we could have lived one more turn. You know, that's how it is. Sometimes you do not do the smart thing. It's a little googly eye rock. L3, 3.4%. First hype train. First hype train, y'all. We did it. It was very exciting. I've never hype trained before. I have watched some stuff on Twitch, but mostly what I watch on Twitch is like D&D streams. Like, I love High Rollers. I love Critical Role. So, you know, those are streams that are so big that you like can't really engage with the chat. And I'm really loving this like kind of smaller chat engagement thing. I mean, Critical Role and High Rollers don't even look at the chat while they're live, or they're not supposed to. But they try and like, you know, just do the D&D gameplay instead, which I think is really fun. That's what I'm there for, you know. I appreciate that kind of style of stream, like, to watch. But I'm going to have to find some people who do, like, this kind of stream so I can see what they're doing for hype trains and bring you all some new and exciting things. Do you have favorite streamers that you want to recommend me? Obviously, Div, an incredible streamer. Can I shout your channel out? How do I do that? There's a way. I know it. At Div Savell. Y'all should go follow her, too. Div streams tons of cool, nerdy stuff, and I know you would all love it. But if you have a favorite streamer who does, like, kind of smaller Twitch streams, smaller, you know, interactive Twitch streams, I would love to hear about them. Thank you. I love that. Oh, I went to follow and it asked me to unfollow you. No, I'm already following Div. Okay. Thank you for doing the shout out, Shell. Div rocks so hard, y'all. When we first started streaming on this channel, we were doing a D&D live play. It was kind of D&D light. It was called Monsters University. But Div was in it, and Div showed me how to set up all of this Twitch stuff and really started the dream. So I appreciate that so much. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever want to watch Monsters University, where Div plays a really sexy zombie, then go check that out. It's on YouTube. Up on my channel. No one ever watches it. I love that y'all want to watch me play Magic. I really do. So much. I did a lot of D&D themed live streams, and none of them did very well, so we have shifted gears into something a little more, something a little more searchable that people are really looking for. Like, how do you even search for a horny D&D game on Twitch, you know? It is a very horny D&D game. The whole point of Monsters University is because the monsters are high and unattached in university, having a wild time. Okay, what does this blacksmith talent do? At the beginning of combat on your turn, attach to one target creature, and then during your turn, equipped creatures have double strike and haste. Oh, that shit. Monsters U was such a great experience, but definitely more work than a Magic game. Yeah. I started working on this, like, I don't know, 30 minutes before stream, setting up all the little things or whatever. Monsters I would take all day to like, write up the stuff, to pick new audio and stuff like that, like, do a whole background, set up the Roll20 and everything. It was really fun, but it was a ton of work. Okay. I think let's get out the Clifftop Lookout and try and do some land ramp. Perfect. And then we'll swang. Oh, thank you. I do really love DMing, but it is so much work. Something that we've been doing recently that's really fun is just playing through Adventure League modules. Ricky is DMing for this one, so it's not me. I get to play a character, which is always my favorite. I am an actor. But DMing an Adventure League thing is much, much easier, and people can drop in and drop out as they want to, and, you know, it's not... Oops, someone's calling me. Talk to you later. It's sort of a thing where you can have a rotating cast, and it doesn't matter if somebody shows up, which is really debilitating for a D&D game. When one person doesn't show up, you can't play, you know. But yeah, just running Adventure League modules. No real modifications to them necessary. You know, you can do as much mods as you want, but we're just kind of playing theater of the mind, like silly D&D. It's really fun. Okay, so we're gonna do this, obviously. And I don't know if we want to destroy target, because this is an artifact. We could do both. Let's do two. Let's gift this card. Let's pick this. Let's pick this. There we go. There we go. And then we have 3 left. Let's drop the Tangle Tumbler. And then attack. Yes! We are doing it, y'all. Alright, if you're in here and you don't follow me, make sure to follow me. So you can see me next week at MagicCon. I still just can't believe it's next week. It's crazy. It's coming up so fast. You know, I thought I was going to do a whole cosplay. I was prepping all this fancy stuff for it, and, like, the time just disappeared. So, I have lots of cosplays for it, but nothing fresh, nothing new. Next year, we will have a wild new one. Okay, when Heaped Harvest enters... Okay, so we have 5. So I think we're going to try the Dire Sight first. Surveil 2, draw 2 cards. Oh, we want both of those. Thank you. Okay. One of the players in your D&D group had a baby. The campaign is pretty much on hold now. Yeah. I mean, you just can't possibly have the time to do D&D with a baby. Like, even as a player, you know, you have to manage your character, like, do your level ups and stuff like that, and, like, even just dedicating the time to, like, take a shower and get yourself ready for playing D&D. I don't know how people do it with a baby. Okay. +1/+1. Okay, so we want to start dropping squirrels, and I want to do this in the right order. I'm going to drop the... How many do we have in here? Only 2? Damn, maybe we don't want to be dropping squirrels yet. Okay, I'm dropping... Wait, does this happen when a food... Whenever you sacrifice a food? Each other... Okay, so we want foods out. We'll drop the harvest. We will take that action. We'll grab a swamp. We will... I think we're going to do this. No. We'll drop the Scavenger's Talent. And then we'll swing out. Make me a food. Make me a food. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Yeah, I think being a parent and, like, playing lots of D&D is not really compatible lifestyles, just because of the amount of time and, like, life sink into D&D stuff. That's why Magic is so cool. Like, everyone can play Magic at any sort of investment level. You know, I spend a lot of time playing Magic, thinking about Magic, talking about Magic. But there are so many people who just, like, come to the Friday Night Magic once a month or whatever, and, like, that's the time that they get to invest into this. And it's really rewarding for people kind of at all levels, and there's a certain piece of magic in that, you know? Okay. I think it's time for the Dray Leader, who comes out, puts a ++1, and then I'm going to start making more squirrels with, do we have 3 in there yet? No, still 2. So we pop out Camellia. And then we attack with the mascot only. Because all my squirrels have menace. Alright, y'all. I went to a new LGS. You know, Las Vegas is huge and has tons of game stores. And I checked out a fresh one. And we bopped in and we were trying to get into a draft, but the draft didn't end up happening. But we played somebody and they were playing a Camellia commander deck. And it just absolutely demolished us. Like 600 squirrels on the board type demolished us. It was crazy. The squirrels are wild, y'all. I think it had a Chatterfang in the deck in the 99, not as the commander. And she had both of them out at the same time. And it was cruel. Cruel and unusual. Oh, thank you. I'll take that food. No block on that. I think we just eat the 6. So we drop out a squirrel. I think we drop out the Harbinger because we'll use it to kill the Pathmaker next time. We forage. We will sack the food to forage. Submit food. So that's 5 guaranteed. I think we got this one, y'all. I don't know, I think we may have accidentally made a good deck. We didn't get the squirrels of our dreams, but we got a few squirrels and we got some evil bats. Manalorian's Pathmaker. Okay. So nothing right now. But that's another food. Fortunately, we lost our squirrel. Our little squirrel. So sad. So tragic. Oh yeah. Good game. Good game, y'all. We did it. We made another victory. We are successful. We have accomplished much on this stream. Okay, let's play another one. Hopefully we'll make it all the way through this draft. I'm curious where your D&D campaign is set. Tell me about it. I set Monsters University just here in Las Vegas in kind of modern day. So like people had cell phones and stuff like that. But the monsters all use kind of ancient tech because they live a long time. So it was very silly. It was cute. All of my magic items were horny. I had a lot of fun like just Googling people's lists of sexy type magic items. There's a lot of literature out there on the internet about it. So I had many lists. All right, we got a mascot out. That would be 1 squirrel on the field. Mole Druid. Okay. So we want to start hucking stuff in our yard. And I think I'd like to do it with another squirrel on the field. So first 2 things into the yard. It was really fun, Madukange. Yeah, I think it was very stressful because I tried a lot of new things at once. Like, you know, I hadn't really done a lot of DMing before, like outside of just a regular D&D universe. So I homebrewed, I learned how to stream, I learned how to make a YouTube video all at the same time. It was great training for this. Now we have all the skills we need. Okay, I think we're going to do the dire site now. We don't want either of those. Wow, 2 more lands. That was 4 lands in a row. In a row, y'all. Yeah, it was a lot of new stuff at once. And, like, clearly, I didn't really learn a lot of it, as evidenced by me having to learn how to use Twitch and stuff right now. Yeah, I was trying to do, like, the Critical Role style. We don't interact with the stream, and that was not as much fun either. It turns out I really like talking and, like, engaging with y'all. Sometimes it's hard to, you know, talk at a wall for so long. I appreciate y'all for chatting. It's really nice. Okay. Artifacts or enchantments. So we only have the 1, and I don't really think that's worth it to use our wear down for. So I think we're going to drop the Scavenger's Talent. We're going to swing, see what he thinks about that. I would love to kill this frog, but I didn't think so. So I think... I think we should go mana efficient and drop the Thornplate Intimidator. We'll get another card. Hopefully they'll sack one of these. Although I would also accept sacking the food. You've had a weird craving to play old school World of Darkness stuff. Mage, Wraith, Changeling, Mummy. Ooh. I never played any of those, but I played a lot in World of Darkness Vampire. I like the D10 system a lot. I think it's really fun. I like how simple it is with the rolling part, right? You have a bunch of dice in your hand and you roll them, and that's D&D, right? You want to click them together, you want to spread them out, and you want to feel a feeling, a good or a bad. And I think Vampire really nailed that. I stole a lot from the D10 system for making my homebrew for monsters. On the flip side of that, Mage is maybe one of the most complicated magic systems that I have ever seen. So, you know, there's that. And also they all have proprietary names for stuff, so sometimes it's hard for new players to remember what, like, Celerity does, for example, you know? But I thought Vampire was really fun. I like the world, I like the intention, like, you know, it's horny monsters, like, of course I love it. Okay, wear down. We don't even have 2 artifacts or enchantments, we would have to target our own thing. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing the big ones and see what they think about that. We're on the attack here. They clearly want to, like, hold back and keep their frogs, you know, for utility. They're blinking and stuff like that, so we're trying to be kind of aggro here. Yeah. Not amazing draw. Mage is kind of like a RPG for a group of DMs to play. Yeah, absolutely. You have to have a group who's willing to invest, like, a lot of time and energy into learning things and, like, you know, like, every time I make a character, I make a little spell sheet for them. You know, I print out a little, like, make my own little Word document with all of the spells that I need, and, like, I bust out a highlighter. I'm out here making a little note card of all of my actions and bonus actions kind of thing. And if you don't have players who are willing to, like, put that kind of labor and love into it, it's going to be really hard. Because you just have to remind them of every mechanic, you know? Because there are so many mechanics. Honestly, I feel that about, like, high-level regular D&D play sometimes, you know? Like, I forget my own mechanics as a character. I have to go back and, like, look through my character sheet before every game. It doesn't help that I play a ton of stuff, so I have a bunch of different character sheets. Yeah, you hear me on that? You know, it's really fun being the, like, forever DM of your group, but sometimes it's exhausting. I say this with love. I love when I get the opportunity, like I'm playing that Adventure League with Ricky, where I just get to show up and be a character. Like, so fun. So fun. That's what D&D is for. But you always, I mean, you make the universe that you wish you could play in, you know? Monsters is my dream game. I want to play a horny monster running around Las Vegas. Yes, I do. it's nice knowing that, you know, there are lots of people out there who are sort of feeling the same kind of way about DMing and stuff like that. I appreciate it. It's always a labor of love. Alright, I think you might have me. This, like, frog shit going on over here. Oops, excuse me. I'm trying not to swear. I don't know, maybe I need to start playing Simic. I'm always making fun of Simic players for being disgusting and loving the blue and the green, the worst of both. But maybe I gotta freaking try it sometime. It looks kind of fun. You have 2 DMs that switch out when they feel burnout coming on. You convinced a player to DM the intro module to Phandelver. Ah, the Phandelver module is really fun. That's a good starter, I think. It has a lot of, like, clear stuff about where the player should go. It's very, I don't know, linear, railroady. Which, honestly, I appreciate in a game. Sometimes you need to know where to go. Okay, let's pick up something from my yard. Pick up the thorn plate. Will it help? No. That's lethal on board. All these flying creatures? That's crazy. Yeah, we don't really want the land, but this is a reach. It doesn't matter, but we'll try it. We'll try it. They got us. They got us, y'all. We did a squirrel deck. It was crazy. Alright. If in the next, few minutes, we can get another hype train started, we can play it for another little while. I'll probably have enough to do another draft, or we could go play Valgavoth some more. You have the option to extend our time together for another hour. You trick the Phandelver DM into continuing with the following modules and the Shattered Obelisks. So this first time DM just finished his 12th session. Ah, that's so fun. I love that. There's like a certain kind of beauty in like inviting someone into the community and like teaching them how to get into this stuff. I kind of felt that with Div. Div came to visit me a little while ago and we played Magic, and she hadn't played in a long time, and like we're playing Commander, and you know Div had only played like 60 card stuff, and like watching her face light up when she's like learning how the stuff works and like how to do politics and like all that kind of stuff. I don't know. You can get reinvested in it, and it's magical. It really is. We've taught a lot of people how to play Magic. I have infected my whole social circle with it. So we've done that kind of interaction a lot, and it's really fun because there's so many layers, you know. Somebody's playing, and then, you know, they learn about sorceries, and then, like, they learn about instants for the first time, and then they're like, oh, okay, saving up mana, like, all this information you're getting on the board about, like, other people's plans and stuff like that. You can see it click. It's beautiful. I have the precon for Angelo. I forget his, he's like a painter or whatever, but he paints with blood, so his whole mechanic is sacrificing small creatures to copy your spells. And that's one that I give to people who I think will love puzzles too, because it's really fun. I remember the first time I was learning Magic, this was maybe like 2 years ago, my partner bought us the 2 60-card decks, the Might versus Mind, and I just went into it blind. I had never seen it. And I started playing this Mind deck, and there's the 3 cards that summon the unspeakable in there. So I played the first one, and I played the second one, and I didn't know what the unspeakable was, and just that excitement of figuring out this puzzle, putting all the pieces together, and then you get to go look through your library and play this massive, I don't know, he's like a 6/6 flyer or whatever, and it's for free, and you're solving this puzzle, and it all comes together, and all of the pieces move perfectly, and to me, that's what Magic is about. You know, you've seen my Valgavoth deck. You've got a puzzle to solve. You need to put all the board pieces in the right spots, and then suddenly, you're winning. I really like that. I think it's fun. I think if you want to get somebody who loves puzzles into Magic, those Might versus Mind decks, that's it. I mean, that really infected me. You know next to nothing about MTG? Well, now you do. You know so much about Magic. You watched me play a draft. You watched us battle. So I expect you to do your homework and go download Magic Arena and play on your phone obsessively, and then come back next week and we'll play again together. It really is the best way to get somebody into Magic, because it teaches you all of the rules and like the, you know, things that happen on end step happen like after you have played all your cards and you can't do stuff or whatever. Like, you know, there's lots of like really intricate timing to things that it's really difficult to learn. There's no like, I don't know, 1-page primer on all of the states of Magic or whatever. I don't know, I learned about layers recently and like, who the fuck knows about that? And like, that's crazy. Alright, y'all. It was really fun. I'm chatty. But unfortunately we didn't get another hype train, so I have to log off. I'll give you 30 more seconds to donate bits and keep me online. You remember picking up some cards a way back? A cracked deck? Oh, I think that's one of the like cards or whatever. The ones with the silver borders where you have to like sing a whole song while you're playing a thing to make it happen, or like really silly stuff like that. I think those are really fun too. I love a silver border. Alright, y'all. It was really nice playing today. Thank you so much for the hype train and all of the fun and all of the gift subs. Oh my gosh. None of y'all are watching the ads. I love that. Alright, we'll see you next week live from MagicCon. So get excited. You'll see me in a costume, hopefully, for at least a few minutes. We'll try and do a full stream. Alright, have a good night, everybody.